One car, one truck. But everything feels different. My name is Lucas, and this is Driving Down the Depression. Welcome. Same car, same truck, first time in VR. I genuinely thought this would feel familiar. I know this truck now, at least I thought I did. But the second the car started moving, everything changed. The truck feels narrower, the corners feels faster, and suddenly every braking zone feels way too close. I keep turning in too early, then correcting, then overcorrecting again. And somehow, every small mistake feels bigger in virtual reality. The elevation changes suddenly make sense. The dips, the crests, the compression through corners. So you stop looking at Nordschleife and start feeling it. One thing I didn't expect was how distracting VR can be at first. Not because of the driving itself, because suddenly there's so much more around you. I kept catching myself looking at things I would normally ignore completely. The surroundings, the trees, the barriers flying past. Even the inside of the car becomes distracting. The dashboard, the mirrors, the hood panels floating in front of me. At times I was paying more attention to information than the actual road. And every second you stop focusing on the track, the Nordschleife punishes you straight away. The strange thing is, that's also what makes VR feel so real. You stop watching the car from outside. You actually feel like you're sitting inside it. And actually, I felt nervous driving here again. Not because I was trying to be fast, just because VR makes everything feels more real. So I thought maybe racing AI would help me adapt faster. That was a mistake. The moment other cars appeared around me, everything became chaos. I stopped driving my own lap. I started reacting instead of focusing. I was watching mirrors, watching traffic, watching braking points, and suddenly everything started happening too fast. It's strange. On a flat screen, I always felt distance from everything. But in VR, you actually feel trapped inside the situation. And when things go wrong, they feel much more real. So after that, I stopped trying to race. I stopped caring about lap times. I just wanted one clean lap. And slowly, it started making sense. The more I relaxed, the better the car felt. I'd stopped fighting the truck. Stopped trying to attack every corner. And for the first time tonight, I actually started driving instead of surviving. VR doesn't make the Nordschleife easier. It just makes it feel alive. You feel speed differently, you feel distance differently. And when you get a corner right, you feel that too. And even after the spin, because lap wasn't invalidated, I decided to continue. And there's distractions everywhere. Somehow, during the lap, things finally started slowing down in my head. I stopped reacting to every corner, I stopped chasing the perfect line. And for the first time all night, I actually trusted the car. The strange thing is, the moment I stopped trying to force the lap, the better the driving became. VR stopped feeling distracting and started feeling natural. But the final sectors, I wasn't even thinking about the time anymore. I was just trying not to ruin the lap. Just bring it home. .922, not fast, but honestly, I didn't even expect to finish a lap tonight. And somehow, that makes this lap feel more important than some faster laps I've done before. Because this wasn't really about the time, it was about adapting. For the first time, Nordschleife didn't just feel difficult, it felt alive. And now I understand why people struggle to go back once they try VR.